Bitcoin gives us the good old Christmas 1-2 shakeout. We have the biggest news in crypto rolling out for AAVE and Chainlink, two great picks from the blockchain basement set up to absolutely print money in 2025. And it looks like Germany is about to go ablaze, folks. All this and more on today's blockchain basement. Ooh, thank you for that. I got the glasses. I'm going to be taking video of the show live here. You guys get to see what I look at every day. The back of Isaac's head. It's great.
I know. It's great. Fabulous. Everyone loves the back of my head.
Happy to be back. You
know
Me
what
too.
I mean?
Happy to be back. I love these AI glasses. And these are great body cam pieces of accessories. I got accessorized this holiday season. I got accessorized. Got all the wonderful things. My mom sent me just a bracelet, but the note she sent with the bracelet, the bracelet.
Yes,
it really, I see a lot of people, posting about all their money that they have, but the legacy we have, the family we have, that's what matters. And it's shown the clearest that it ever could be on Christmas time. Shout out to everyone in the chat for joining me and being a part of this show on Christmas, after Christmas, Boxing Day as they know it. Border Crawler, Nicole Ministator, Gonzo Lag, Bill Brower, Link Marine up in the chat. What up, baby? Madman Munuro, Quarter Crawler again, Kid Kinade, 1984, Papa Guth, Hazard Shot, Adam De La Graza, David Middleton, and Laserface. Welcome on to the show. What?
All right, question for you. Do you think they want to see what goes behind on the sticks? Or should I just wait to buy mine tomorrow?
Yeah, dude, you're gonna get some?
I'm gonna get some. It's about time. Hudson
These things are insane.
You have them. So.
Absolutely insane. Like, it'll tell me the price of Bitcoin live as I'm driving. I don't have to check anything. I do have a Bitcoin trade-in. Speaking of that, riding the lightning, I have a 0.72 Bitcoin trade-in along on Bitcoin. That's great. Stop loss is in profit, so either way, I get a couple $100 out of it. But if we print this back up to kind of the 100 region, make another couple $1,000. Absolutely been printing this week.
Oh yeah,
on trades. Been going absolutely bananas. If you are out there trading, make sure to support the blockchain basement. Trade with us on 2bit. Link down in the description. Use code BASEMENT. You can use code BASEMENT and 2bit. This is the logo for it. We got a link down there. And also, I think we have ran its course as far as the Arculus base 20 code. So the code now back to base 10. You still get 10% off. Use the code base 10 to get your own crypto cold storage and get your exchange crypto the hell out of there. Do not leave the money on the exchanges. Nick, I was just on a show with them, Jay Forbes, and the other gal, Hannah, I actually still work with. So they just took off and go their own separate ways, doing their own shows. But Nick, I was just on a show with him, and Hannah was just on the show as well. So Jay Forbes, maybe go check that out. I know Hannah for sure is also on Instagram. So here we go. Let's check out where the markets are at. Bitcoin coming in at $96,800. And really, the larger story can be found on the 4-hour chart. Man, we had a great time. We hit 107.5. I'm feeling like just being an asshole and leaving my take profit at 107 just to recapture that. That'd be great. But this was the Christmas resurge that we saw. Bitcoin was having a lot of hard times, okay? And somehow I was still profitably longing Bitcoin all the way down this hill by just putting my stop loss in a slight profit. So if the trade rolled over, still grabbed a bit, but I was taking profits quite a bit at local highs. And it fell all the way down to $92,500. Whew, didn't feel good. But on Christmas Day, we did see a great 4-hour candle come into play. This 4-hour candle brought us up by just about 5%, just under 5%. But now we are seemingly trying to find our next stair step up on the path towards the wonderful goal. I still feel 100% solid in my heart that I feel we're going to be getting near $200,000 on Bitcoin. I know there's a lot of worry, a lot of people whining, but really I feel the same as I did when we did this show all the way through the year. What up, Brianna? You distracting creature. You good to see you though. You great pants. You got some great pants. Brianna, did you have a good holiday season? She had a good holiday season. We need like a roaming mic that you can just grab when you come onto the...
There you go. Take one.
We're going to get that set up. It's going to be huge. Now, where we are in terms of Bitcoin dominance, kind of an interesting situation. We have a little bit of a Bitcoin dominance fake out going on. I got to get my account signed into this thing. But
people be commenting about it.
I know. I got to get my own shit set up to this thing because it always pops up with that little advertisement. Now, this in my general view is a wick hire, a fake out that Bitcoin's, the Bitcoin dominance is trying to resurge and stop altcoin season from happening. I think we're experiencing that fake out. We are currently on the week where we should be seeing these things start to print a red candle, and so far we are looking good as far as that goes. Now, where's the liquidity live for the current mind frame? If you're trading or looking at the price on the daily time frame, we are just about to snap this $96,657 level of $60 million worth of shorts to be liquidated. And now, if we fall down to this level at 94.7, we will see another $60 million liquid. I got to do that when I talk about liquidation.
Yeah, I'm gonna get a button for that now.
Yeah,
you did it.
That's gotta be a built-in sound effect. All right, now all the news. Russia announcing a 6-year ban on cryptocurrency mining in 10 regions, citing energy shortages. Interesting play. Not looking too great, but, they're going to bounce back. The war is a hot take.
Oh, God.
I think that Russia is going to negotiate away a big piece of the Ukraine through Trump, and the war will likely come to an end. That's how I feel about it.
That's great.
That's good news for you.
That's better than I thought you were going to say. It's also great news for me because I'm not getting drafted.
Yeah, I mean, that would really suck. That was my Hoyas. Robert goes, and I miss Nick. Can he give me one of his patented Hoya? We got it built. There you go. That was actually mine. But originating, that came out of Riley Reid. Riley Reid is the one that really made the Hoya great again. You know what I mean?
Oh, yes.
Anyone who knows.
Drew, what the fuck are you opening right now? You don't have...
Okay, hold on, man. Hold on. Come on, man. This is what I'm going to be drinking on the show today.
333 milligrams of caffeine straight to the heart.
What? I haven't had any. I had one coffee. That was hours ago.
One coffee. That's 400 plus milligrams.
Sip.
Fine.
Oh, that's good. All right. Nubla Vision with a $2 super chat. Just saying, what up? Nice thumbnail, too. What do they call that? It's like the...
Puppet Master?
No, it's the hand with the spirals and stuff. I don't know what they call it. It's something that my wife, tells me about all the time. I can't remember the name, but I do feel like the war is not going to hit like nuclear bombs going back and forth. Okay. I don't feel like this war is going to get to that level because I think Trump's going to be able to negotiate and he's going to be able to pull away funding from NATO. So I'm just giving you that little nugget, Isaac. I think you're going to be all right. Okay. As long as Taiwan, the thing is China and Taiwan. If they do that, you're fucked. All right, moving on.
Hopium.
Bitcoin price on Christmas. This is 2010's price on Bitcoin. The day of Christmas was 25 cents. Next year, $4. 2012, $13. 2013, $682. 2014, $319, and so on and so forth. Something interesting to note here is the bull market pre-year, bull market eve, the year 2020. On the day of Christmas, it was $24,000.65. It went on to accomplish $69,420. So it didn't 4x from this level, but that's just shy of a 3x. That's a little bit more than a 2x. And if we account for, I feel this way. I feel like the velocity of the market is able to accomplish what we did from 2020 to 2021. I feel like the addition of the ETFs in the United States, I feel like the conversation in and of itself of the Bitcoin Strategic Reserve gives us the velocity upswing potential to re-accomplish what we did last bull market. And that is just highlighting right here. We are sitting at $98,000 on the year of bull market eve. Going to 2025, which in equivalence of 4-year cycled timeframes would be the 2021 timeframe, we could be looking at the same kind of upswing, essentially looking at a $200,000 to $240,000 Bitcoin price, not to mention the fib, not to mention all the other things. There's a lot of confluence that are looking at those levels, and that is given my reason for looking at it. So, and yeah, Deadwood, telling the people, hit the likes on this album. I'm giving you the alpha here. We're in bull market eve right now. And people are fading, thinking that it's over, selling their bags early. Okay, just calm down. Now's the time to be printing money and buying as many altcoins as possible. Cali Crypto Dude, don't please. Yeah, Riley Rood, who's that? Right. Did we got to show Ashley St. Clair. Do we have the shot? Because we only have a few days left of Ashley St. Clair, the based gal of the month. Shout out to you. And we are going to have to get a new calendar.
That's true.
So that's coming up. God, the year went by so quick.
A little too fast.
Cooler Technology, publicly traded company, purchased 217 Bitcoin worth $21 million for its Bitcoin treasury. Not a massive amount of Bitcoin. I mean, a couple hundred. That's a big move. But, seeing the corporate treasury conversations start to catch fire here, this is a compounding effect. So it's not a massive amount of Bitcoin, but the story here is that companies are catching on and they're starting to add Bitcoin to their treasury to balance their own internal finances, which, in my opinion, is a massive signal, not to Wall Street, but to really the corporate world, corporate America, corporate China, corporate Russia. These companies are going to be backing their treasuries with Bitcoin because they see one company do it, they get outpaced by that company in profits year by year, and they got to go do it the next year after that. So it's a good thing to see, and I am here for it. Now, this U.S. Congress is expected to prioritize crypto legislation in 2025, focusing on key issues like stable coins and the FIT21 Act. Now, this is great, and yes, we do need congressional involvement and understanding into crypto, but I would really appreciate if the congressional leadership in the United States would actually decide to, take a look at how constitutional is the Federal Reserve in and of itself, right? That's a tall ask, but it's Christmas season, and I feel like that's what I would be asking Santa, is to end the Fed. So, if Congress can wake up, maybe do its job, they can realize how that organization was set up, the time frame, the amount of people that were there to approve it. It was in the middle of the night and 3 congressional leaders. Really? And that's how we're going to push forward the largest change to our monetary design this country's ever seen 110 years ago. It's fine. It's crazy. Have you ever thought about that?
No, not at all.
You should.
Until now. I'm thinking about it now.
Yeah. Just because it's been the way that it is doesn't mean that it's okay. Now, this congressional insight into Bitcoin and crypto legislation, definitely, in my opinion, playing into the crypto czar. And crypto czar leadership will be David Sachs Solana technological investor with connection to the PayPal mafia, but also Bo Hines. So pretty interesting characters coming to the helm to be the crypto czars in the United States, plus the SEC looking like it's going to be led by Paul Atkins, who is on the Securitized board. The Securitized board also includes a Ripple executive as well.
That's true.
So this is all a consortium. You got like Bank of America executives and Ripple execs and Securitized Paul Atkins. Like, it's all just one interconnected web that they're weaving right now. Nokia. Do you remember Nokia phones, Isaac?
I do. Those little bricks that could be placed under cars and they won't break if you get run over. Yeah,
you could kill a man with one swipe. Looks like Nokia, the company, has just filed a patent for a digital asset encryption device, signaling a potential move into blockchain security. Nokia hardware wallets might give Arculus a run for their money.
Possibly. Those are Arculus. It's one of the best ones on the market right now, but Nokia.
That's a behemoth.
That's crazy. That's nuts.
I mean,
imagine trying to hack a Nokia. Yeah, it's not working.
Yeah. And a larger part about what I like this is seeing, hardware developers move in to implement blockchain technology for security purposes. Because encryption, crypto encryption is, at different layers, how we make sure that devices stay secure. Talk about Taiwan potentially being invaded. We talk about all these world wars going on. These companies are probably looking at ways to harden their device infrastructure to make sure it can't be hacked by foreign adversaries. Nokia hardware wallet in the form of their brick phone. That would be sick, dude.
Yeah.
I would love one of those. I still got to we got a buddy that I can't remember who sent us these. These are cold storage coins that you hold Solana.
I'm sorry, but they suck.
You didn't like it?
They're very difficult to get around on the
Did you try to use it this weekend?
Yeah, I tried to use it the other day. It didn't work so well.
I'm glad you guinea pigged it for me. Thank you.
No problem.
Now, let's keep going here. A hearing from several sources that State Street will be the next Bitcoin and Ethereum TradFi custodian. Why this is a big deal? State Street slightly trails Bank of New York, or not, this is not Bank of New York, this is BNY Mellon. Do you know BNY Mellon is one of the, if not the oldest bank in America?
Nope, did not know that.
Yeah, this is a behemoth bank. They're trailing BNY Mellon in custodying their AUM levels of $43 trillion level for BNY, while State Street holds $38 trillion, because BNY is the bigger one. But the groundswell expecting to shift in kind to Bitcoin distributions versus the cash creation. Now, the size and pace of the growth of the asset class for Bitcoin and Ethereum has the attention of everybody. It is undeniable. They are seeing the gains being made by the degens, the Bitcoin investors through BlackRock's ETF, all of it. Damn, I just got stopped in profit on this trade. Son of a gun. Oh, where am I at? Still near. Should I just have flash closed it?
Possibly.
I should have just flash closed.
You should have. You would have been above 6K.
You know what? There's still time.
I'm sick of your shit, Isaac.
There's still time. I made a little bit of money off it, but doing it that way with small wins, small losses, small wins, small losses, and then a major win, that is how I make money trading. You know what I mean? So I'm not sad about it.
More power
I gotta
to you.
focus on the show anyways. Now, what do we got here? Bitcoin and altcoins, according to sentiment, recovered well heading on to Christmas Day, as I highlighted from that giant green 4-hour candle. Bitcoin has rebounded as high as 99,000, with traders hoping for 100K as a Christmas gift. Here are the number of Bitcoin wallets by size, just separated by shrimps, fishies, sharks, and whales. 0 to 0.1 Bitcoin size wallets are at 50.1 million. The 0.1 Bitcoin to 10 Bitcoin wallets are coming in at 4.3 million. And the 10 to 1,000 Bitcoin wallets at 150K and 1,000 plus BTC coming in at 2,050 wallets. Particularly in the latter of the two groups, the bull market has a high probability of continuing as long as the rise in number and stay consistent with their accumulation for the larger wallets. The sharks and the whales has to keep accumulating as they have throughout 2024. And this is just highlighting it, kind of separating it. You have this level. Now, this is the blue, kind of like the shark level. This one's been rising, but we do see a little bit of a shimmy off there. Actually, no, this is the blue level's the whales. And then the sharks, these are the ones that are actually going up. So the whales, the 2,000 plus, coming down. This is interesting. So we're going to need to see, we're going to see these numbers pumped up a little bit. These are rookie numbers. But the sharks are gobbling up at a very, very large pace. And then the 0.1 to 10 coiners, this orange line right here, been falling just a bit. But nice to see the sharks are gobbling it up, as I'd expect them to. We're in the right season for it. This is an interesting take from Crypto Burb. Crypto Burb. I'll be leaving crypto in 2025, and you should too. Bitcoin is up 600% since the $15.5 thousand bottom 763 days ago. Fuck. I've been doing this show for about 800 days.
Not bad.
800. That's a lot of days of hard work every day, like focusing, locking in every single day. We're almost at 800 days. Oh my God. 2025, 21, 17, and 13, all repetition of the 4-year cycle. Not different this time. Peak. He's calling for the peak between Q2 and Q4 of 2025. I am looking at the exact same time frame, beginning my laddering out in around June, July. I'm going to be pulling about 10-15% of my bags off of the market starting in the latter part of the summer. Q3 is when we look for that disgusting pump in altcoins by the 10x. And 2026, he's looking at a midterm bear market, 80% reduction plus a recession. Now, I definitely agree with the recession aspect of this. 80% I agree with in terms of altcoins. Actually, you'd be probably looking at 90% reductions in value in altcoins from that time frame. And then targeting late Q2 2025 for an exit 26, he's out completely. I'm looking for the exact same shit. and really kind of laid out nicely on the price performance since the low. This is the Q4 highlighted from the 2011 cycle right there. This is the Q4 from the 2011 to 2015 cycle right there. Here in the blue is the 2015 to 2018, where we accomplished that $17,000 price level right here. And Q4 in the green, the 2018 to 2022 cycle. Now, this is interesting, is that Q2 actually was a higher buying value than Q4 for the last market. And this is just given the amount of inflation that's happened between these 2 points and Beyonce. You know, the Fed's kept printing. They've just been giving all the money to the banks. Shout out to Gustavo Viejos. Hey, Drew, your PRQ trade. He copied it. Badass. One of the best of the week. I'm still questioning why are they switching their token. We see a lot of projects switching their token. I'll look into if there's any dirty details on why, but I see it's just kind of like a labeling change. Shout out to following that trade. That's actually in the wife's portfolio. We gotta see who's doing better. Drew's wife or Drew. Okay. This is gonna get sad. God damn, she's still winning. She's still winning with this damn trade. That's why it pays to be married to a genius, right? I did pick up Pudgy Penguins. That's not losing. That says something.
Wait till the short comes out.
Wait till the short on Pudgy comes out?
Yeah.
I made a yes, dude. Well, I got it downloaded, but man,
yeah.
I'm excited. Parsec. Holy cow. Looking absolutely crazy. Let's see what this thing is. Is it trying to go into price discovery right now? What's going on here? Unbelievable. That looks like a beautiful yearly graph. Holy cow. Monthly up by 149%. All time, a lot of room to run. A lot of room to run. Maybe the best. This is insane.
The best.
Total supply 310 million tokens, circulating 306 million. They're nearly all out. You're not going to have any inflationary pressures when you're trying to resurge. Let's see how sick it is from inflation in the past. It got all its tokens out. Here you can see it's kind of a higher market cap size compared to price, but generally the same structure of graph. I love it. So great job, Tia. She's the best. Wow. Let's look at her actually. I'm just curious. I got to go see how her projects are doing in particular. Let's go here to watch list. Definitely the top gainer in hers. Inverse doing okay. Swift coin holding on pretty decently. What's the biggest loser? Shadow token. She just added this. Shadow token. What is this one? This is kind of fun. These are like Christmas crypto surprises, right?
Yeah, no, it's like the stocking stuffer that you forgot to check.
Yeah. Let's see here. Okay. Kind of at a local original pump 2 moment for it. Not bad. Not bad. Okay. Trying to dig itself out of a trench. This is interesting. I don't know about this. Got lower highs. So, she's a chaotic creature, isn't she? Total supply is basically out, though. So, interesting. I'll keep an eye out on that. Let's keep rolling through the stories here. The bond market expecting higher inflation from the Fed cutting short-term rates. If the Fed wants to bring down long-term 10-year bond rates, they will need to start quantitative easing, aka good old-fashioned money printing, and buying those bonds themselves, smoking their own supply like they always do. Isn't it a wonderful design of a Ponzi scheme where you can print the money to then buy the loans out that sure up your money's future? Wow. What a nice design that is. But that will mess up all sorts of price signals with that level of bond manipulation. The first time in history when 100 base points of rate cuts has raised the 10-year yield by 100 base points in congruence. So they lower the base point, the interest rates on the dollars being spent or borrowed, and then the interest rate on the yield actually raises by the exact same amount. This is the first time this has ever happened. And honestly, this is more of, I showed it on the show, what was it, on Monday? Where like the wavelength of the unrealized losses is getting tighter, and you're sitting the overcorrection, the undercorrection, it's getting more and more chaotic. It's probably going to have a heavy, violent velocity upswing, and they're going to print a shitload of money. 2026, 2027, you might see something like the Great Depression. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I'm just calling it like I see it. Just absolutely crazy. Hopefully they figure out some things. Veteran Crypto's talking about government doing DeFi, lend and earn, repay. Oh my God. What do they start using our protocols to do?
They start using Aerodrome.
Just use everything. Move the Ponzi over to our shit. Why not? Make me some money. Big Daddy, there's a lot of historical data, but not all will match fam. I know there's a lot of historical data, but it has matched so far, fam. And the difference is that when we had the explosion to 15, 18% mortgage rates, the average cost of a house was $50,000. Now it's $450,000.
Yeah.
So
he's also talking about December 23rd, the day we called for altcoin season. Based off of how many days was it? 245?
Yeah, 245 days from the halving. It happened again. It happened again. I mean, if Bitcoin continues to print this red candle, then it's going to basically, I need to get logged in. This is going to look exactly how history has. And, people say history rhymes, it doesn't repeat. And that is very true. Something else to think about is we have a lot more altcoins currently in this market than we did here. And in my opinion, the reason why I saw such a big swoop up and down before the drop in Bitcoin dominance is because we had more aggressive, good altcoins. Back here, see basically a flat line. There wasn't a bunch of good altcoins to sit here competing for market share.
Yeah.
So something to keep in mind. But let's keep moving here. The U.S. existing home sales are set to close at 4 million in 2024, marking the worst year since 1995. Ooh, that's fun. Sales are set to be even lower during the 2008 financial crisis. The lack of demand for existing homes comes as home prices jumped over 50% since 2020. Isn't money printing fun? Over the same time period, mortgage rates have nearly tripled, making affordability even worse. The average rate on a 30-year mortgage is up 100 basis points since the September timeframe alone to 7.1%, despite the Fed cutting rates by 100 basis points. The U.S. housing market is frozen. And this is some shit I was talking about last week that didn't make any sense. They're like, no way. We're going to definitely see some relief on the mortgage rates because we saw 100 basis points pulled off, right? No, wrong. They don't care. They're not handing the value over of the cheaper dollar to the consumer so they can get cheaper loans. The loans are getting more expensive. And the bank's money is becoming cheaper, right? This is a combination of the death of the middle class. The death of the middle class. This is what I'm seeing here. The U.S. housing market is frozen currently. Existing single-family homes sold per year in millions, and we have not seen this level since literally 1995. If it gets worse, imagine if this keeps getting worse into 2026.
I'm gonna be living in a Sequoia,
bro. You're gonna. No, this is actually. I see this graph in the housing market, and I compare it to the Bitcoin and the crypto graphs, I see immense opportunity. Here because, let's go here. Let's go. Go to the weekly. If we just do the good old shit and accomplish a previous velocity that we saw in the 2017 to 2021 timeframe, and the price velocity is able to recreate what it had last bull market cycle. This is a bull market without ETFs, without nation state FOMO, any of that good stuff. We have all that stuff going on right here. So I do feel that we are going to be able to accomplish the upper echelon of this Fibonacci sequence. That would bring us to the $240,000 price level. We can compare the graph on what we're looking at currently to the scary of this and take advantage of it. How? You take the money out of the market and you buy as much fucking real estate as possible. Yeah, you turn into a slumlord. Okay? It's as simple as that. I don't know if you don't really have to overcomplicate. You take money out of the prospering market, you put it into a market that is going to be necessary regardless. A house, right? Land, food-bearing land. You buy up all the land. You buy it up in cash. I'm not taking a rate out. I'm not taking a loan out at 7%. Are you kidding me? I'm going to leave my 3% loan alone. But yes, I'm going to be slamming into real estate and buying cash like an absolute savage. So this homeowner nightmare, taxes and insurance are something that pissed me off in this. Taxes Taxes and insurance now eat 32% of mortgage payments. A record share of Americans' mortgage payments now goes to taxes and insurance instead of their homes, hitting an all-time high of 32%. Now, this is fucking aggravating to me because even as a cash buyer, I still don't ever actually own the house. And they keep increasing the taxes as the valuation of the home continues to rise. So then you just have to continually pay the government for your right to own something that you literally bought outright. It is so crazy. Me and Veteran Crypto, if we got locked in a room together, we would end up making some video that got us banned off the internet completely, going off about tax on your house. Because not only, if you add up everything, you pay essentially about 60% of your money to the government in a form of one tax or another, be it sales tax, income tax, homeowners tax, right? Not to mention the registration fees, all these other things that they lay onto it. Now they want to start conversating about taxing my guns on top of it. What a get fucked. Now, this is a shout out. One of the greatest. The reason why this world is so wonderful here in the United States is because of one man, well, many men, but mainly George Washington. Crossed the Delaware River to kill government officials in their sleep because they taxed his tea by 3%. There it is. Imagine being so based that you wake up the day of your birthday and you're like, you know what I'm going to do? It's freezing cold outside. We're going to get into a raft and we're going to sneak across the Delaware River and take out government officials that are taxing me by 3%.
And he was hailed a hero. Why can't we go back to days like this? Now, I'm not going to continue this before I get myself and the blockchain basement banned.
It's so crazy, bro. Like, you know, we need this energy back. We need this energy back. It's as simple as I like this. I think it's cool. All right, now, moving on. I can't keep talking about this or we're going to literally get it banned. Diamonds. Diamonds may be a girl's best friend, but they are now your portfolio's worst nightmare. Prices have fallen to their lowest level this century. This is crazy. When we talk about store of value and stuff, the ice is right, Bob. Price of diamonds, diamond price index coming in here. Now, this, you're probably going to see, this is sad. Okay. You're probably going to see more value shaved off of diamonds and gold. You can print them. You can print them at a point now. So when we think about, you know, what's a good store of value, should I hold more gold than Bitcoin? Like, they hold the gold because if the internet goes out, I'm going to give gold to Bill down the street so that I can get a bunch of food for my gold. Do you really think that if the internet went down, you have a civil unrest / the road situation going on, that someone's going to be patient enough to sit there and watch you shave a little bit of gold off or accept these tiny little shiny pieces of metal when they could just simply kill you and take the things that you have, right? Do we really think that lead is going to be thinking that gold is going to be more valuable than lead and tactics is where people get shit wrong. They sit here stacking gold in case the bubble bursts and the end of the world comes. And they weigh 400 pounds. They don't know how to wear a vest. They don't know how. What did she do? Oh, he did? Thank you. Thank you. The boy came to the door. They don't know how to keep themselves fit or to enact violence when necessary. And violence is a commodity when at certain times.
Very much so.
So just keep that in mind. Now here, this is crazy. We're going to go on a history lesson today. And this, more reasons for us to get banned. Let's go. Oh, you got to turn the audio on. We got to. Isaac messed it up. We're doing it again.
There you go.
So in 1872, Rockefeller bought up, shut down, or bankrupt 90% of the oil companies. Our good old Constitution came into place, and in 1911, the Supreme Court found Rockefeller in violation of the Sherman Antitrust Act and split Standard Oil into 34 independent companies. So they said, you can't have the monopoly on this, you're done. You think that changed who he was? No. He promised to bankrupt America. At that very same time, they were learning how to turn petrochemicals, exactly what he had at his fingertips with the oil, into pharmaceuticals. Now, John D. Rockefeller's biggest threat was natural health. So what does he do? Being the businessman he is, he donates money to the medical schools because he wants to control. And what do you do when you want to control someone? You give him money. And then he hired a guy by the name of Flexner to study the school's curriculum, to figure out what they were teaching everybody, and to persuade the government to establish allopathic medicine, which used the unnatural substances to treat diseases. This is how Western medicine was founded.
Just some food for thought there, right? When we think about why is the design of healthcare and food meant to literally murder me? There you go. All right. A customer fixed is a customer lost, folks. If you take care of your own natural remedies, the first step is understanding, or do like I did and just marry someone that understands all of it.
That's fair.
That's a better way, because I can't keep stuff. But my wife, God bless her, she does a great job of keeping the family healthy, and I love her dearly for that. Now we see something going on in Germany. A national election coming up soon. The results could be surprising. Only the AfD party can save Germany now. It's the only party in Germany that favors mass deportations. Looks like this is not out of the 1940s. This is not out of the 1940s. This is of last week in Germany. Now, the immigration influx into Germany has gotten so bad that it looks like a populist uprising of mass deportations and elections to support those mass deportations will be taking place. And, I talk about America being close to a civil conflict at times. Germany, even closer, right? And in America, we have more room between us and civil conflict.
Yeah.
Germany has been invaded, actually. Wow, that was a trip.
That was a trip.
That was a Christmas gift. Germany and EU are truly invaded. So when we see these kinds of uprisings, when we see the amounts of people involved, this is why it pays to have your own firearms, have your own training to take care of those things. Now we also see this. Apparently chickens are lighting themselves on fire in an Indian village, Sakalashapur, Indian village, in panic after all their chickens mysteriously died and reported emitting fire from their mouths while pressed. This gives a whole new meaning to the term fire chicken. And a lot of people joke and maybe it can cook itself if it just aims its head at its ass.
Dragons are real.
This does look like a dragon, right?
It does.
So I might show that to the daughter. Highlight, dragons are real, honey. We made it. Now, 4 years ago, almost to the day, this setup led to 4 months of market-wide expansion. Currently, this is highlighting the altcoin season to come that we are on the precipice of. Where all my bags are. Where are we at? Bitcoin dominance looking like it wants to start shaving downwards, as we highlighted earlier last week, and honestly through the remainder of the year this year. Ethereum really fighting for its right to party here. This is the previous all-time high. Ethereum not to those all-time high levels at all right now, sitting here reeling under the $3,500 level. We'll see if we can break out of that pattern, and I do believe we can. Ethereum at large, I'm looking for in between like $10,000 to maybe $14,000 in Ethereum. If Ethereum repeated the same velocity it had last cycle, we'd actually be seeing like a $12,000 to $15,000 market cap size. But I do see other layer ones that are acting more aggressively. And now, the base ecosystem and all these layer twos are kind of taken away from the ETH gas fee. And that is causing a little bit of pressure on the price not going up into the moon. So ETH, massive supercomputer that helps crypto stay alive. Smart contracts built the infrastructure, the utilities for the ecosystem. Chainlink building the roads, but a lot of these layer ones are offering very, very good transactional throughput with very minimal fees, and they're going to be experiencing insane upside from doing so. So where we have is AAVE and Chainlink with this massive, massive news release, a Chainlink integration to return MEV fees to the users. The DeFi protocol aims to capture around 40% of the profits through this MEV procedure move and add to Chainlink's new Oracle service. We'll dig in a little bit deeper what it means. In case you missed it, this is from Ass Blaster, one of my favorite Chainlink Maxi accounts. Like, absolutely incredible. Link and AAVE just turned their revenue knob all the way to 11. 2025 will be the year where value flows to the small number of protocols that actually make significant revenue. This is why Donald Trump bought Link and AAVE bags. The age of memes and Solana is over. DeFi renaissance is now beginning. Get your ducks in a row. My God, the adults are in the room now, right?
Finally.
The degens had control for a long time. I
still want my Solana to pump. Thank you.
I have Solana and Solana auxiliary plays. It's not like I think it's going to zero.
I know that.
But
the adults are in the room.
The adult table is being set. Okay. There will be a child table where memes and things like that will have fun. Hit billions of dollars market cap. But the big, big money in DeFi about to roll in. AAVE token purchases came as a proposal to float World Liberty Financial instance on AAVE Met Quorum. This is DJT pointing it out. This is introducing on December 23rd the Chainlink Smart Value Recapture SVR process and novel non-toxic MEV recapture solution for users of Chainlink price fees, the CCIP action. The initial version was created in collaboration with BGD Labs, the Flashbots, and other contributors at the AAVE DAO. Absolutely crazy. Researchers in Chainlink community have a long history of MEV research, including fair sequencing services, or FSS, as you will see it talked about in protected order flow or proof. They've also examined how DeFi protocols can recapture the Oracle-related MEV generated from their usage. Absolutely insane. And with this, Chainlink in this SVR just launched with a 60-40 revenue split. They're splitting the revenue from the transactional value between Chainlink and AAVE. The protocols get the previously leaked MEV value. AAVE secured 65 and 35 for the first 6 months. This is going to again be a compounding issue. Where you're going to see more DeFi protocols, more chains realize, holy shit, I get paid back some of that value out of the MEV bot action. Instead of some nerd in his basement with the MEV on Solana, yanking a bunch of value out of the system, now the adults are at the root. And that value is actually, it's going to be implemented because the chains are going to see, hey, I can put this into play and then get paid back some of that movement that otherwise would have gone to some nerd in his basement running his own MEV bot. Absolutely incredible. So, in celebration of Christmas, Aerodrome Fi and Velodrome Fi will be distributing 100% of their revenue today as incentives for VE Velo and VE Aero voters. Holy shit. And I've been so busy with the Christmas stuff and the kids. I have not set up my liquidity pool for Aerodrome. I have a ton of Aerodrome that I can do so. We made a video on it. I still plan to do so this weekend or this week. This holiday week's been nuts, but I do plan on getting it in there. This means that $9.6 million will be shortly distributed into these pools for people that are involved with Velodrome and Aerodrome. And also, I need to start buying Velodrome spot. Where is Velodrome at right now? I need to start buying Velodrome spot. Let's see. What are we at? We're up 5% today, even with all the red. Wow. Let's go here. What is this? Fine. I'll go here. Ah, man, I got to follow the new account. We're going in. It says V2. Yeah. All right. We're going here. Now, I'm just going to judge this, do some hillbilly TA to see when I can back up my truck. Because I got a lot of Tether.
Yeah.
I've been printing a lot of Tether. And I need to start. The plan was to make Tether and then buy spot altcoins for the alt season. So Right now on the day, we're actually looking at a pretty decent pump. On the week, slightly down by 4%. Cool. Okay, I got a chance. This is beautiful. This is beautiful. I love seeing this. Velodrome has so much. Look at the cup and handle forming on this. This looks absolutely gorgeous.
It looks like Parsec.
It does look like Parsec, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I love seeing this for, and then you see the higher lows with just a great angle on the upswing there. Oh my God, I love this. Overall, Velodrome might have just become one of my favorite charts. This thing's been around since 2022. You got the 2023 kind of, midterm pump. Then you got the March NVIDIA. Oh my gosh, AI and altcoins are going to rule pump. This, I'm not dead. FU, we're sending it pump recently. But honestly, this is a pretty historically important level that it's sitting at, the original price resistance level at about 12 cents. We're at 20 cents currently, but I didn't miss out much on it. It pumped down all the way, fell to 16 cents recently. So now I'm going to have to, I hope I can get it for 16 cents, but I'm just going to start DCing into it now. Yeah. I don't feel like waiting around for that because we're kind of running out of time on the time frame to build altcoin back. So now cover this. We're going to look at this. Aerodrome adding liquidity. Instead of adding liquidity to Aero, looks like Veteran Crypto, as opposed from him, Bullshit and Bourbon, actually working on some uses for Morpho vaults as part of his overall long-term DeFi strategy. Great APY on the single asset stable coins. You get a great rate of return. Also, Morpho on top of its rewards, USDC makes 32.6%, plus another 6% in Morpho, so 39% total. Holy shit.
That's nuts.
That is absolutely crazy. Not too bad for little to no risk in adding to that liquidity pool. And also, Morpho was my best trade this week. I longed Morpho from $2.60, and I only used 9x leverage. On it, and still made an ass load of money for myself. I mean, a couple $1,000 is an ass load of money for me to be able to print in a day. So I felt great about that. Morpho, honestly, been one of my best picks this cycle. I bought it. I bought it with, I think I put like $700 in at $1.20.
Yeah.
And at the time, it was kind of a small play. So I was like, I'll just try out $700, see where it goes. At $1.20. Because I saw the health on the shelf, a moment to get in. Now we're sitting here playing around at $2.91. And honestly, if I'm backed up looking at this thing from a forest through the trees, I really, really feel like we might be seeing Morpho hit $4.56, or not, $4.50 roughly over the course of the next month. This Morpho chart looks like it's trying to go into price discovery right now. I'm going to be fishing around for more longs on Morpho because that'd be absolutely stupid if I caught a long from the current levels. It looks like it wants to break out, though. Don't know what else to tell you. Now, IRS says that crypto staking is taxable.
And I say, IRS, fuck you.
You can't. This is stuff, I have to be careful about when I say online. Whatever.
Yeah, I was just joking.
Taxation is theft. Wait a minute. I thought I was going to be careful. Can we just abolish the IRS? Can we just do like tariffs on every other country in the world? And then let's soft invade Mexico. Let's buy Greenland. Let's also let's invade Canada.
Oh, I was just going to say we're just going to make them a 51st state. Call it a day.
God. Let's just take
We ride at dawn.
Let's just take this shit. Unbelievable. It's not like Canada's running themselves well anyways. Unbelievable. All right, so what do we got here? Stephen Ross asking me a question. What was Stephen Ross's question? I asked a question about my thoughts on H-bar. Link or Arrow? Both. Link is my biggest bag. Arrow is my second biggest bag other than Tether right now.
Any questions?
From Stephen. Yeah. Stephen Ross.
Don't see any questions.
All right. Maybe just say please like that. Maybe you said it like that. But you can't understand if you're saying it like that on the text. You know what I mean? That's what makes it hard.
God.
Deucey wants to be invaded. Invade me harder, Dan. All right. Now, keep moving here. Solana daily transactions are hitting a new all-time high.
Haha.
Okay. So Solana, in my bearish take, and I have a slightly bearish take. I have a slightly bearish take on Solana. It does not include. I'm not going to actually. You know what? I'm not going to tell you anything about my. That video is coming out at 5 p.m. tonight.
So watch the video that comes out at 5 p.m. Eastern time tonight.
Yeah. Solana warning. Thoughts on HBAR. First of all, my wife's been buying HBAR behind my back. So there's that. She's been buying HBAR behind my back. She did get it before this giant pump that it's had. HBAR, yes, Fat Tom, I'm still holding Moonwell, doing well. HBAR is probably going to pump pretty fucking hard this.
Yeah.
There's a macroeconomic and a regulatory framework behind this train of thought that I have. Let's go to HBAR. So you have Paul Atkins, head of Securitize, knows real world finance or real world assets. You have the dude from Ripple on the board of Securitize as well. You got the Bank of America on there. My wife was buying this thing in this realm. Oh, is this pulling up? Let it pull up. Yeah, that's a little laggy.
Oh, there it goes.
She's buying HBAR here, even though I hated it, right? And in essence, this giant cliff to HBAR, it was unexpected to me. It was unexpected. I didn't expect us to have such nice things so quickly.
Yeah.
So now we have a crypto czar coming in that's like a Solana max. We have the Atkins dude who has heavy ties to RWAs. HBAR, Algorand, Stellar, maybe even. They're probably going to pump. They're probably going to pump pretty damn hard. Because we have the miracle market happening before our eyes. We have regulatory ability. We have regulatory clarity. We have all of these utility tokens finding their step. The one that I leave as not so bullish on, but still will probably hold the top 10 spot is XRP. And that's just because of the market cap side and the tokenomics of it. Like, I still think that XRP is actually going to breach 300 to 400 billion dollars in market cap. That's huge. That is a massive market cap. When people come to me and they say that I'm not bullish on XRP, they ignore the words that are coming out of my mouth. I still feel like it's going to hit a 3 to 400 billion dollar market cap. What does that do to price? Not to the moon. Not to the moon.
Yeah.
Goes to $5 to $6.
Most.
Right? Somehow Big Daddy disagrees with me. Big Daddy is such a troll. Big Daddy is such a troll.
I know, it's great. I've had
maybe we should give him the Player Hater of the Year award. We never gave those out, man.
Far, the number one contender for this award is Big Daddy. So,
well, no, there was Bluegrass Man.
Yeah, that's true.
But I haven't seen him in a while. Big Daddy might be good. What would the award be? We got to give him like a gift card or something.
Or, yeah, you can get him a gift card, but also a 30-minute ban from the show. So, yeah.
Jesus. All right. Should In-N-Out accept Dogecoin? This came out from the official In-N-Out Burger Twitter account. Doge to the moon, man. Doge to the moon. If they accept Doge at In-N-Out Burger, I don't think that's going to move price, but that is a totally normie-friendly move to make on top of Elon leading the Department of Government Efficiency. Like, this is absolutely crazy. This is absolutely crazy.
Accepting Doge.
Yeah, accepting Dogecoin. And we talk about X payments and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Now that the kind of the regulatory environment's kind of calmed down, they have a minute to roll out some internal payments. Like, I won't be surprised to see if people paying each other in Doge on X. Will not be surprised. People fade Doge. I think $1 is a hard thing to hit, but it's probably going to get there. Doge has been around for a very, very long time, and it's looking like it's here to stay. Where's the 30-minute ban? You didn't even do the 30-minute ban.
My bad.
But also, we might do 5 minutes. No, we're almost finished.
We're wholesome here. 5 minutes.
Player Hater of the Year award. That needs to happen. Maybe a gift card to In-N-Out Burger.
Yeah,
their favorite hamburger place.
Or give them a Doge worth the burger at In-N-Out.
That's a good idea.
And
I like
with that being said, I'm gonna put the meat in between the buns here.
Ooh.
Pause. 5 minute ban.
Fuck you. The meat in between the buns.
I don't know why I said that, but I did.
God. That was really. Yeah,
we're against censorship unless it's the blockchain basement. I'll censor whoever the fuck I want.
No, there's a difference between censorship and short-term dungeon. Okay, there's a big difference. Now, Murad highlighting holders with $1,000 can be a useful metric to determine the conviction levels of a meme coin community. The bigger number equals the more motivated soldiers with his skin in the game on these projects, comparing some of the most popular memes. Now, these are some pretty damn interesting metrics to look at. Pepe with a no, it's a way higher market cap than that. A very large market cap. Percent of holders with $1,000 or more come in at 21%. Very high conviction levels. Not constriction level. Conviction level. With much lower conviction levels on the $1,000 or more conviction spots. These are the wallets that hold $1,000 or more. People are less convicted to whiff than they are Pepe. They're extremely convicted to this SPX 6900 project. This is one we haven't given a lot of credence to. So I am going to check out the chart. Just seeing how many psycho hands are involved with this. Because you see holders with 1,000 plus, the number of them, 77,000 for Pepe. Pepe is a much larger project. SPX 6900, much smaller project with a much higher reading on $1,000 plus holders. These are psycho hands. Move, Drew. Oh yeah, move me. Now, Popcat coming in, holders with, these are two different metrics. These are the total number of holders here, and then the percentage holding over a K, the psycho hands. Mog, a lot of psycho hands in Mog, and a much smaller project. Mog, SPX 6900, kind of looking like the juiciest, kind of longer term meme coin holds if you must. Fart coin, chaotically enough, up there as well. And the higher the number goes on Fart coin, the funnier it is. So it makes perfect sense. Let's see here. Giga, 18%, pretty good on Giga. Goat, not so much. These are fair weather fans. Quag, fair weather fans. Zero, fair weather fans. Chill Guy, extreme fair weather fans on Fair Guy. Chill Guy, do you see this?
Yeah.
14%. You barely have anyone with $1,000 or more.
That's 4%.
Yeah, very low. Bitcoin. Okay, so the winners are, for the most convicted altcoins, it looks like I'd give Pepe the nod here. Pepe, SPX 6900, Mog, Fartcoin, and then Bitcoin, Harry Potter, Obama Sonic 10 Inu, which the psychopath himself, Taco, literally called on this show at a few $1 million market cap.
Yeah, that's true.
That is insane to think about. Now, it's actually, I think it might have even been in the hundreds of thousands. Now, what sticks out to me on this chart is SPX 6900. So we're going to deck screener. We're degenning out. Ooh, I might get another chance at entry point on this long.
Costco hot dog. Oh,
hold on. I might redo this long. Let's see here. So we got downward velocity. Bitcoin looks like it's got some chunks to move through. It actually might grab up this before making the move. So I'm gonna practice some patience today.
Okay.
Even though I've been on a trading tirade, I'm gonna practice patience. Look for around 94.8 before redoing the long. But there's that. Now, where is SPX 6900? This one we have not covered the chart at all. I've just talked about long-term holders, Murad, all that stuff. But what the hell is this thing on a chart perspective? We've got 27,000 holders, 13 million in locked liquidity. I like that. Not a huge ratio to the total market cap. Market cap coming in at $720 million. Now, let's see here. So, top traders. Let's see how many devs are dumping this thing. At least it's not purely devs at the very, very top.
That's true.
When you see at the very, very top just straight dev dumps, that's not a great sign. This is actually not worrying me too much here. I'm seeing a lot of retail making wins here. This is not worrying me too much so far. We're going to have to scrub this thing completely. So bubble maps. We're going to bubble maps as well. We copy the contract address. Then we go to bubblemaps.io. Okay. This is just a kind of a tutorial if you want to judge an altcoin you just came across for yourself.
Meme coin.
Let's see. I don't even know what SPX 6900 even means. I don't know, Adam Bombetti. Who cares? I care about the data. Let's see here. Bam. All right. Got some insiders. So this grouping comes up and the cluster percentage is at 5%. That's actually not that scary. This cluster percent, wait, 1%. So not that bad, actually. This is not that bad at all. Now, probably within that, we got to remain based and assume the insiders have a bunch of these wallets that seemingly are separated as their own, right? Because they got Wise once Bubble Maps came out. But in general, this doesn't tell me to run for the hills. Now, where are we at in terms of price? In terms of price, that looks fucking beautiful. This looks absolutely... What is that? So, what I'm seeing here is a community that originally got rugged. And it may be hard to see, but let's zoom in. The community originally got rugged. Went all the way down to its $1 million market cap. Wouldn't give up on it. Absolutely went berserk at a point right here at about September 7th of 2024. And then, my God, it's been off to the races since then. Now, it did have its moment where it's like, wow, we're at $1 billion market cap just about. We're going to sell off and go and die. And it decided to hold. $412 million market cap looks like it's that floor it developed for itself. And something, these are the nuances within charts that you can see. So the explosion moment, you had multiple wicks that tried to bring the price all the way back down because you had people in immense profits. Those wicks only were able to bring it down to the $350 million mark. Multiple wicks. And now it's essentially just developed this trend line. Now, people ask, upper trend lines, they not obviously, but they often fall apart, right?
Sometimes.
Not so much when you're in a fucking bull market. Everything's up to the right for a while. So now I have a ridiculous trend line built for myself. And my entry point will be at $500 million market cap. I don't do the entry points for meme coins in terms of price. I do them in terms of market cap. And, I'll grab a little bag of this thing because I can tell there's a lot of psychos behind it. The insider trading doesn't look too bad. Mirror ads out there, bull posting about it. And, this is one that kind of flies under the radar of the average shill channels. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You don't really hear about it that much, but you don't hear about it that much. And it's still at a $700 million market cap. There's a lot to be said for that. So shout out to that project. I'll probably grab a little bag just for the culture. Why not?
By the way,
it's the same thing with Pudgy.
Tommy Martin saying it's a S&P stock market meme.
S&P stock market meme?
That's what SPX 6900 is.
Perfect. Great. I mean, that makes sense. Stock market's trying to fade what we're doing now here in crypto. So, probably got some legs on it. Honestly, just looking at it from a statistical standpoint, I don't feel bad about what I'm seeing here. We've been covering it for a while, just soft-sidedly. I figured we may as well take a little bit of time and really look at this thing. It means take Wall Street's money. All right, great. I like that. Even better. Even better.
Now I want to buy it.
Yeah, I mean, I like this. So, with that being said, you know what? You didn't even let me drink all this.
I didn't tell you no at all. That's on you.
I forgot to.
That's okay.
I forgot to. Someone else said I need to spend some tether on his dog on Bitcoin. Hold on. Where is that? You guys are reminding me about buys. And I like it. I'm here for it. And I want to redo this Bitcoin long too. Flush out. Dude. This is why it pays to be forgetful sometimes. Because I was like, I'm fucking buying this thing right here. Oh, man. Okay. So how much percentage did I save by being forgetful? Because I feel like dog is going to be a mover this. I was straight up like wanting to buy this thing up on the shelf. I've saved myself 34% by being forgetful.
Hey, Big Daddy, you want to get fucking banned again?
Well, I thought eat between buns, keep your private life. Which deserves.
You want to get fucking banned again?
No, that's hilarious. I'm on his side. That was great.
That was
yeah, that was very good.
That's one way to come back from being banned.
Yeah,
you definitely get the blur hater.
Totally redeemed yourself. No, that was great. You guys, what a wonderful life to be in. We're making money off magical internet money. The housing market's getting crushed. We're going to take all our bags at the top, slam into real estate like Warren Buffett, and just own this market. This is where legends are made. It really is. Where we literally print money on the blockchain, finding the best narratives. We roll it into hard assets, guns, real estate, vehicles. Make sure your kids have land. Make sure your kids have guns. And make sure your kids know how to change a damn tire. Don't let them be some rich kid that just doesn't understand anything, this hollow shell of a being. Please make the next generation better than the last one. I love and appreciate every single one of you out there every single day joining us on the show, except for yesterday. I'm not sorry for taking yesterday off. I literally didn't respond to anyone, and it felt great. Deadwood, Big Daddy, Stephen Ross, Diesel, the Zachary Martin, K1870, Papa Gooth, 1870. Send me that question in Discord. Cali Crypto Dude, good stream. Thank you very much, Stephen Mallet, with some Canadian Canuck bucks. Stephanie, or no, it's Stephen. It's Stefan.
Stefan.
Is that Stefan?
Stefan Mallet.
Mallet. It's Mallet.
Mallet.
It's Canadian. It's Canadian.
Mallet.
Multiverse, Kyle Watts, all you wonderful people. Fallen Jester down in the Rumble chat. You guys make my day. Deucey does. Dave Middleton. I'll be seeing you very, very soon. Take care.